Hello there, friends and viewers. Today we are going to be jumping into a quick match featuring the Medic. This is because I haven't been able to show her some gameplay yet. Um, Mostly because it's really busy with Medics and such. But, let's see what happens. Alright, it looks like we are going to be playing on the Battlefield of Eternity. We are playing with an Uver, a Fallen, a Murkia, and an Asmodan. So we don't have a tank. The enemy team has an Uver, Kerosene, an Illidan, Asmodan, and Raynor. So they don't have a tank either. However, they do have an Illidan, which means that I'm going to be dived a lot. So we're going to see how Medic turns to play out against Illidan. We do have the Ufer to keep him off of my back. We have a Murky who's going to be extremely annoying. But they also have a Kerosene we can dive with the Illidan. They have Raynor who can just damage me through whatever is going on. So let's just hope that my team can keep them all off of me so I can keep healing my team up. The Medic is pretty squishy. She starts off with, I believe, 700 health, which is, I believe, one of the lowest numbers in the game for a normal hero. I think it's the same as Fala, actually. And its kills with like 110 health per level is really, really minuscule. And it's gonna make life a little bit hard. The loading times aren't that fast. It'll become better. So I think we're going to be building for survivability first this game. And I'm probably going to pick up the Stim drone for Fala, considering she is pretty much auto attack based. If she goes in with her auto attack, she could shred through the lines of the enemy team pretty quickly. Is where we will have an advantage because we will have more damage than the enemy team as long as our Vada stays alive. Because of the fact that I have that Stim drone, Medic doesn't deal a lot of damage herself, so she really relies on doing that through her teammates. Let's say hi to the team. And I'll say some good luck, have fun. I am going to be sticking to Vala. And I'm going to say that actually I'm sticking.
10 seconds.
Because she is definitely the squishiest target on our team, except for me. On level 1, because they have an Illidan, I think I'm going for Trauma Trigger, but I don't know for sure. Feedback Loop is also a good option because Medic is pretty mana heavy, and as long as I keep safeguarding myself, I don't need a Trauma Trigger, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'm going for Feedback Loop. I'm just going to show you how this works. If I do happen to get burst down a lot, it's going to be obvious that Trauma Trigger should actually be the talent to go for here. I'm going to give up on Murky just a little bit. And I'm gonna be trying to not use my healing beam all the time because my trait, which is Kadisha's Reactor, will allow me to restore 3% of my maximum health every second when I'm not in combat, or when I haven't been in combat for a while. So I'll just try to keep chopping up our allies right here and make sure that I save my mana a lot because I don't really need to I shouldn't really be focusing too much on spending my mana early on. As soon as the Shrine or the Immortal fight starts, we're gonna need our mana, so. Right, we are going to be trying to... Yeah, I didn't have the healing beam on her anymore there. because actually I did, but she took too much damage. I didn't have my safeguard on cooldown, so that was kind of unfortunate. Looks like our enemy team is deciding to. Well, I do need to not stand in the stun. But we are killing Raynor here, so he was focusing the Murky for some weird reason, which is of course not a good idea, especially not since I can heal the Murky up. It's not really going to be worth it. We need to defend, we need to defend this, yeah. Right. Let's see if we can get something going here. Right, nice. We're gonna switch over to the Uber here. We're gonna be trying to. Damn, I almost sniped that, but yeah, as you can see, I used my W there, but even though it does do a decent amount of damage, you also knock the enemy back, so you actually bring them to safety. Alright, I am falling low on mana, which is not a good thing. Ooh. But our healing is going crazy. Like, we are performing pretty well here. Alright. I'm going to mana. Let's see. Our healing is actually already at 3.5k, which isn't a lot compared to what the enemy team is doing, but we're also not taking as much damage as the enemy team is taking. So, you know, our volley is putting down some DPS, and considering Vola actually does a lot of DPS, I think we should be able to win this race. Yeah, we did do that. We're gonna top Uber off here, and we're gonna be trying to save our Azmodan here. Wasn't going to happen, and we're actually in a bit of trouble right now. But yeah, our block is pulling us through there. On level 4 I did go for the advanced block. I think it's pretty much must on Morales because you need the early game survivability. Before level 13 you really don't have any ways to stay alive properly. So we're healing the Ufer here because he's getting focused, and it's basically the advantage of Morales. Like, as long as you don't get focused, no one is going to die. They shouldn't die, no. And Ufer actually should go back for mana here. He is falling really low. I really don't like the idea of him staying here. Damn, I tried to safeguard Murky in time, but wasn't going to happen. I'm going for Irradiate here, because this will allow the Murky to be even more of a nuance, annoyance, or however you want to state it. I'm going to... Alright, I'm just going to knock them back here. I'm going to do this. Sip yep. Make sure that I'm going to get full. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to start healing up Uber. And as you can see, I'm starting to apply dot to everything around Uber with that Irradiate. It deals a pretty decent amount of damage. And this is certainly one of your ways to actually start becoming a little bit more influential in fights. Right now, I did apply the effect to the Murky. It does make it so that your mana cost is up a lot more. But, you know, who cares? Alright. I'm really just trying to keep Murky up here. Make sure he's more annoying than ever. Alright. And our healing starts to pull through right now. First, part of that is kind of artificial since we are healing up the Murky, and Murky shouldn't really need that, but it's still going to be affecting our numbers. The same thing you could apply to the Kharazim, who's doing a lot of artificial healing because it's mostly AoE. Doesn't always matter a lot, you know, that kind of stuff. And looks like they're DPSing. but the rest of our team wasn't yet in position to do that. So, you know, let's start up healing. I think I'm healing the Murky. I'm going to heal the Uber right now, and looks like I need to heal the Vala too. Yeah, I can't save the Uber here anymore because they're all on it, and the Rasmussen wasn't really doing anything, which isn't good. He was like flanking. We need to do this. Yeah. So I'm just gonna try to keep my team alive a lot. I'm gonna try the displacement grenade here. Try to see if I can like bring up some chaos here, and I do need to cancel my trade or my my healing beam here because they are focusing me, and I don't like getting focused. Asmodan wasn't the main time split pushing, so I guess it wasn't in vain. You know, it's certainly not something I would like to see. We're healing up a mean here, as you can see. It's not going to be the most effective, but because of our level 7 talent, we can push waves with that strategy basically. I think I'm going to try and be focusing the healing on Vala here. If she turns around, I'm gonna stim drone her, I think. I did went for the stim drone ultimate, which makes it so that Vala will, you know, put out a lot more damage when I use that. And we're gonna follow her here, since we are going to be bottom and need to defend that. The enemy team is definitely having the upper hand right now. But that's mainly because of us not really being focusing anything here. Right, Vala should be going in right now because I did ult her. Alright, I was going to try and save the Uber there, but I wasn't going to be in time there. Murky is split pushing again. What is this one I'm saying? I don't know what our Asmodan is saying. Yeah, we keep fighting 4v5. It's not good.
Sounds serious.
We really do need to start grouping up. Like, they're just having the upper hand right now because we keep fighting here, and it's really not good for us to keep fighting in these 4v5s because we're not gonna win a 4v5. Like, that's just not going to happen. Looks like Murky and Doofer did manage to kill Raynor up top, so that's good. Definitely can't complain about that. I think we should try to go here. No one is there. Alright. I'm going to be defending the Vala here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna stim drone here right now. Maybe not. Alright, I'm gonna... Alright, I did stim drone her here. She should be going in right now. Like, she should be tearing through everyone there. On level 13, we are going for the couples therapy. This will allow me to heal myself up instead of just healing others. Because, yeah, it's only 25%, so it's not amazing. But, it's definitely something noticeable. It's definitely something noticeable. We do need to defend here because there is a Kharazim on the Immortal. We're going to heal the Murky here. Just going to make it so that this monk really can't fight us. But he should die. He should die. Dead. Alright, cool. I am falling out of mana though, which I really don't like that idea. We shouldn't be chasing here though. Asmodan is putting down DPS, so I guess it's not that bad. But I'm going to be healing up the Vala here. Make sure that she can do the most of effectiveness here. I'm going to be trying to disrupt the enemy team here with this placement grenade. I am falling out of mana again, which is not ideal, definitely not ideal. But this fall is doing work. We're keeping our top, and I definitely need to fall back right now. But I'm just gonna spend my mana here to heal up the Vala, heal up myself too with that. I'm gonna be being here. They should have the monk right here. Actually, no. Alright, fall back. Alright, looks like we're gonna win this Immortal since we are extremely far ahead. Two members of the enemy team are still down. Our Esmeralda is avoiding the stunts quite well, which I'm pretty happy about. We're gonna try to increase our numbers pretty much artificially since Esmeralda was going to back anyways. But looks like there's a monk coming in here, and I need some help here. I'm being chased down, and if I'm getting flanked, that's not a good thing. But we're gonna throw out the Stimdra on the Vala, and we're gonna try to keep her alive now. All right. Yes. All right. On level 16, and this is a talent here of which I'm really not sure about yet because it's really versatile here. We can go for double placement grenade or displacement grenades. We can go for a slow on it. We can go for extra damage reduction or double damage reduction. But I think I'm going for the steel sequencer since it's just gonna allow us to keep our members safe a lot more and do a lot more of indirect healing because it's definitely damage prevention instead of actual healing. We're gonna throw down the displacement grenade there. Not really that strong, but it's just gonna do some amount of damage. We're gonna try and keep the Murky here alive, even though it is a Murky and who should care, but Murky's ag is pretty far back and I do not want him to have to re-wall that whole distance. I'm gonna shield me and the Vala here, and Vala should definitely be going in right now. I am healing her, I am healing the Ufer, I am just doing work. As you can see, they're not focusing me. I'm going to heal up the Vala and going to shield her, and it wasn't going to be enough. Sadly enough, I did not switch my healing beam actually, and I do need to have some help here. But our Uber is focusing something else there. Murky and Asmodan are taking camps. I'm just gonna say that we could have pushed it. Because our Asmodan is really not a team player right now. He does contribute a lot through the XP, but as you can see, the 14 kills as opposed to the 22 on me, Vala, and Uber is showing that he's not with the team all the time. We definitely could have finished the game there. It's only on 43%, and that means that one more person, especially the Asmodan, could have done a lot of work there. Murky is just disrupting the enemy team right now. Definitely what he should do. Didn't get a kill there. The kerosene heals are just too much. Asmodan with a huge army though. He is going ham on literally everything. Definitely playing the General of Hell right now. Doing a good amount of roleplay actually. Our Vala is 1v1ing, but that's not going to end well because it is a Vala. I don't think I can actually fight this, but I'm going to heal up the catapult, and that's not going to do anything here. I do need to clear this General of Hell because the General of Hell is not doing a lot of good right now. Let's see if I can heal it. I can actually heal the that's good, that's good. I like that I'm able to do that actually. Alright, we're going to switch over to Asmodan here. Just make sure that we are winning the DPS, but we are not since we do not have our Vala with us. We're going to top off the Ufer here. We're going to top off the Murden here, shield them both. Alright, we are going to try the displacement grenades here, and we're just going to try and keep our Ufer alive here. We couldn't switch over to our Murky in time, So we're just gonna try and alright, this is not good. This is definitely not good. I'm going for Caduceus Rector here, flat out because it's gonna allow me to shield up whenever I'm out of combat. Wasn't going to save us there because the Illidan was chasing us around all the time, but this is definitely a good job. The team managed to clean up everything while they were chasing me. The Illidan did go after me quite a lot. What I was doing there was circling around the Immortal so that whatever Illidan tried to do would be less efficient because he had to dodge stuns and stuns and stuns, and my displacement grenade allowed me to, you know, just stay alive a little bit longer there. That and the fact that I did have the advanced block on level 4, which allows me to reduce the basic attacks every single time. And as long as you're like juking and such, the stacks keep building up, and every 4 seconds you do gain one of those stacks. And against the Illidan, that's actually pretty significant since he does heal up from the damage that you are to, or he is doing. And as long as he isn't doing damage, he's not healing himself up. So it has a double effect, keeping yourself alive, keeping the Illidan dead. And it is going to be GG here because we did get an Immortal with a pretty substantial shield and wipe their team. So, thing about the meta gear is that you need to play really careful. You need to make sure that you're always going to be in the back, because you can get dived a lot, and actually if we're going to look at the stats here, we only got 3 times as opposed to 5 times on Hoover and Fallout. We really can't count the Asmodan since he was mostly just split pushing and such. And Murky, of course, is going to be Murky, so definitely noticed the fact that I was staying in the back. Did have 56k healing as opposed to what Ufer and Kerosene have. And their own Ufer didn't have that much healing either. Medic doesn't do a lot of damage, as you can see. Most of the damage is in these numbers because as soon as Vala gets that 75% increased attack speed, she's just going ham, and she went for Giant Killer, Manticore, Rancor, Assyrian attacks. Really, that's just going ham once she starts going. Ufer did go for a stun build, so his numbers are fairly low too. But then again, he brought utility, and utility is sometimes more important. So, as Medic, try to stay in the back, try to save your allies as much as possible, because the longer they are taking focus and they are drawing the aggro, the better you are off. This is also a reason, by the way, I did go for the Irradiate, because this will allow my ally to do more damage, meaning that they see more threatening. And if they see more threatening, the feedback loop here was definitely the better choice because they didn't focus me a lot. The trauma trigger wasn't going to help a lot. And as you could see, I ran out of mana pretty quickly, even though I did have the feedback loop. And on level 16 here, I went for the shield sequencer, which synergizes pretty well with this feedback loop. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please click the like button, and if you like my channel, please click the subscribe button. I'll see you all next time.